Right, let's just get into this. Right, today I'm going to be talking about how narcissists use this book, The 48 Laws of Power, as a way to abuse us, to deceive us, okay? So I've got the laws here over here, so I'm going to be looking over here. And I'm going to go through the laws one by one. I don't think they've used all laws, but they've taken little bits and pieces of this book as a way to abuse us. Remember, they managed to get control over us and they managed to take our power away. And I want to go in deeper about how they've actually managed to do that. So I'm just going to go straight into this before people come in and start coming off topic or talking about other things. So, excuse me. What happened to it now? Okay. Oops. Am I back? Yeah. Okay. So just bear with me. Let's log in. So I was meant to bring my other phone. I don't know where my other phone is. So I'm using my laptop right now to get the laws up. I don't have the book yet. Where is? Trying to get these laws up. Oh, what's that? So bear with me. I should have wrote these laws down instead. Bear with me. Right, we're still here. We're still here. Like I said, bear with me a second. Let me get this up and running. Where are you? Where are you? I really should bring my other phone. Why are you not picking up? Really and truly, for this live, I should actually had the book ready. But like I said, I don't have the book. And now it's not picking up the Wi-Fi, which is very annoying. But let me know if anyone's read the 48 Laws of Power. Or if anyone knows the laws. This is not great now, is it? I'll get there. I will get there. Okay, I didn't even bring. This is not good, but I'm going to this is not good, but I'm going to where are you? Where are you? Sorry guys, it's just not having it right now. Sorry guys, it's just not having it right now. Imagine the internet. I need my laptop to work and it's not working. Can you imagine? This is not a good start. But we run with it, same way. This is why I should have brought my other phone. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm back. Right. I just had to literally use my phone. I'm so unprepared, literally. It would have been great if I had the book. But I've done a quick research and I've picked the particular laws that I think they used. There's so many laws in here that I don't think, well, maybe they have used it, but the laws that I'm talking about here, I'm just going to go for it now because, you know, I've already spent the first 3 minutes trying to look for it. So let's just start. Okay, so law number 3, and I will go back to this eventually. Okay, law number 3, conceal your intentions. I really should have had the book with this so I can read into detail what he said. I'm literally going to come back and I'm going to go into detail with every word that he said. I'm just going off the titles, okay? When I saw some of these laws on a YouTube video, I was like, I'm sure the narcissists have used this as a tool book. I'm actually sure. Like, I'm definitely sure they've done that. So, law number 3, conceal your intentions. So I'm going to say what I think based on these titles, right? Conceal your intentions. What does that mean? What does that mean? They had, from the start of the relationship, when they love bombed you, they didn't want to be in a relationship with you. They probably didn't even like you, but they concealed their intentions. Why? Because they had a goal, they had a mission they wanted to fulfill. Maybe that person wanted somewhere to live. Maybe that person wanted someone they can have access to at all times. It depends. But law number 3, conceal your intentions. This is the 48 laws of power. And what did the narcissist get at the end of the relationship? Was power over us. We managed to give our power away. So law number 3, conceal your intentions. Law number 4, guard your reputation. Now, what I'm getting from this is that when it comes to you breaking up with the narcissist, they are going to protect their reputation at all costs. If that means lying, putting you in jail, doing the most despicable things to you in order to keep their reputation clean, they will do that. Law number 4, guard your reputation. Okay, these are the 48 laws of power. They are power hungry. Okay. Law number 6, court attention at all costs. Court attention at all costs. What does that mean? This is why they're attention seekers. This is why they put so much attention into the way they look, into the gym, into the reputation. It kind of goes with law number 6, court attention at all costs. It goes together, right? Law number 7, and this one hit hard. Okay. Get others to do the work and take the credit. Let me know in the comments if you have done the most work for the narcissist and they've taken the credit. Whether you were that person's secretary, you got them a job, whatever the situation, you done the hard work and they've taken the credit for it. That is law 6. That's law 7. Get others to do the work and take the credit. This is why I'm so... You don't have to be a narcissist to even follow this law. Remember, this is the law of power. It's not a law of narcissist. It's a law of power. So I don't want to work with anyone. I don't mind collaborating with anyone, but I like to do my own thing, right? Okay. What else we've got? Number 8, make people come to you. Create bait if necessary. This is why it's very important that especially ladies are very careful. You know what? It's both of us. Ladies, be careful of the guys that have money and tell you stuff like they want to get married, they want to do this, they want to be a stepdad, all this stuff. They are creating bait. Okay. So you come to them. So that's why it feels organic. And men, again, the bait is the woman's beauty, the woman's body. She's creating bait for you to come to her. Okay, these are laws of power. Then we've got, what have we got? Learn to keep people, you see this one here? Let me go deep on this one. Law number 11, learn to keep people dependent on you. Learn to keep people dependent on you. Right? So what I'm getting from this is why they have a baby with you. Especially if it's a narcissistic man. This is why, because now you're at a state where you can't go to work, or let's just say the baby's very young, just been born, whatever. Right now is the time to raise that child, protect that child. So you have to depend on the child's father or your husband to take care of you and the child. That's how they gain their power over you, right? learn to keep people dependent on you. I see that in different ways. Okay, I'm not talking about financially, but let's just talk about in terms of emotionally. Emotionally, if the narcissist is always there with you, right? If the narcissist is always there through bad seasons, good seasons, you're going to be dependent on them. You're going to be dependent on validation. Think about all the things you're dependent on the narcissist for that doesn't involve money. You know, maybe you wanted a second advice, a friend. They made you dependent on them. Really and truly, they're dependent on you. But they made you dependent on them. And that's how they managed to get power over you. By using law 11, learn to keep people dependent on you. That's how you get the power, right? Okay. 12, generosity and honesty will disarm your victim. That, you see that there? I felt that big time. That's what made me go for the narcissist in the first place, sorry. Is the generosity and the so-called honesty. That is what is going to disarm your victim. This is why I don't like when people are too nice. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's used as a power play to disarm you. I'm going to go through the rest because I want to just go through this and then talk about it. Law 13, ask for help. Appear to people's self-interest. Okay, so let's just say the narcissist wanted you to pay for them to... Let's just say narcissist wanted you to pay his rent. Yeah? He's not going to come out right and say, pay my rent. He will be like, oh, let's move in together. Because remember, it serves an interest of you as well. So you're paying for the rent for both of you, but remember, you're benefiting from it as well. You're not just paying for his rent in his own flat, because most people are not going to do that. But if you say, oh, I really want to be with you, I really want to live with you, I really want to wake up in the morning next to you, he's basically asking for help without asking for help. You understand? So that's an example. Moving in together and you pay for everything. That's a way for you to support his needs, but then at the same time, you're kind of benefiting at the same time because you're living with somebody that you love, right? Okay. Ask for help. Appear to people's self-interest. I said that already. 14. Pose as a friend, act as a spy. Let me get into this now. Law 14, pose as a friend, act as a spy. That's what the enablers do. Hi, how are you? What are you doing? Da, da, da. These people are acting like like they are your friend. They are spying on you. This is one of the laws. I'm not making this up. Go and search this up yourself. Pose as a friend, act as a spy. That's what these enablers, these flying monkeys do. They come to you and act like they're your friend. Oh, how are you and the narcissist? How's the breakup going? They want to know what's going on. Let me move on. Crush your enemy totally. Now, this is why. If you are unlucky to be with a narcissist, or if you are unlucky to have a child with these people, they are going to use this law. Crush your enemy totally. Because by what the narcissist does, they want to crush us totally. So they've actually gone by this law. Law 15, crush your enemy totally and make sure you crush them properly. That's why they will mess up your self-esteem, mess up your finances, then have a child with you. Then after you have a child, they're not going to pay for that child to destroy you even more. Then after they don't pay for that child, they're going to abuse you even more. This is somebody trying to what? Crush their enemy totally. The way that the narcissist moves, I guarantee they're going by the 48 laws of power. And the thing is, I like this book and I think this book can be used for good. And this book is giving me a great insight. But anything that's good can be used for bad. Can be used to abuse people, right? Let's move on. I don't want to spend too much time. Law 17, keep people in terror, the air of unpredictability. Now think about if you've been unlucky to be stalked or harassed by the narcissist, And they make threats. You don't know what they're going to do. You don't know where they're going to go. You don't know what, like, literally, because you actually don't know this, you felt like you know this person, but you didn't actually know this person. You don't know what they're going to do, right? This is a part of the, and at the time, before I even read this book and read these laws, I already knew the fact that he's harassing and stalking me. He's gaining power because now I don't want to leave my house. Now I'm looking over my shoulder because I'm in terror, because I'm scared I'm going to bump into him. That's a law of power. Keep people in terror and an air of unpredictability. Because at this point, when I found out who the narc really was, I actually realized I don't know who this person is. So because I don't know who this person is, I don't know what they're capable of. So that law, the law 17, it worked. It worked. Right? And at that period of time, he did have power over me. Okay? Law 20. This is a good one. I like this one, you know. Do not commit to nobody. Law 20. Do not commit to nobody. The narcissists definitely went by this law. They did not commit to us. They acted like they did, but they didn't. They didn't commit to us. They were out here on the streets. They probably had other relationships. They didn't commit to us. Okay? Law 21. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. The narcissist acted like he was dumb. He couldn't, I don't know how to do my CV. I don't know how to look for a job. Oh, they will purposely not do the dishes right, so you do the dishes. They will purposely do a crappy job of something, so you end up taking over. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Okay? I think this is 23, this one. Or 22. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this one. Surrender tactic. Transform weakness into terror. I don't know why I chose this one. I'm going to skip over that one. 24. Play the perfect courtier. Love bombing. The love bombing stage. They played the perfect person. They played the perfect... Like, when I think about dating other people and the narcissist, I'm going to be honest here. The narcissist was number one in tops of courting me, romancing me, buying stuff, paying for stuff, words of affirmation, all of that. Right? Because they went by this law. Play the perfect. This is why we're so heartbroken and feel so betrayed, because we're like, really? Then, next one. Law 25, recreate yourself. Think about the narcissist. Narcissists that I know, the few female and male narcissists that I know, they've always changed their job titles. They've always changed the kind of professions they go into. They're always changing their styles, their hairstyles, you know. And this is not a bad thing, because I see this as a good thing. Laws of power, recreate yourself. I see this as a good thing. I feel like I preach recreating yourself, reinventing yourself. But the way that the narcissist does it is that once they leave a relationship, they are somebody else. So if they were a rapper when they're with you, all of a sudden, now they're a DJ. They've completely recreated themselves, their look, their everything. Right? Next one. Law 26. Keep your hands clean. Come on now, guys. Keep your hands clean. What does that mean? Think about what the narcissist, that law, keep your hands clean. What's that law? Law 26, keep your hands clean. The narcissist at the end of the relationship would never do the dirty work. They would always get flying monkeys, enablers to call me up. Oh, the narcissist misses you. They want you to get back together. The narcissist's hands were always clean. So I could never be like, oh, the narcissist tried to get me back. No, because he didn't actually, okay, he did at one point, but they keep their hands clean, especially when it comes to abusing people. And I see this as emotional abuse. Emotional abuse is keeping your hands clean. Because by me going around saying I've been emotionally abused, it's my word against his. He could be lying, I could be lying. There's no proof. Any physical proof, you can take pictures and show that someone physically hurt you. Emotional abuse is in some way him abusing you, but at the same time keeping his hands clean. Like I said, flying monkeys, enablers, they work through them. They get them to do the spying. They get them to do their thing. They're keeping their hands clean. They're getting other people to do dirty work. Right? Got a few more left. Law 29, plan all the way to the end. So I honestly think the narcissist made a plan to destroy us from the start. So the plan was to do everything they done. I don't know what they did to you, but the plan was to, I don't know, get with you, use your money, take your youth, give you children, destroy your business, whatever it is they did. And once they done what they needed to do, they were ready to go and discard you. They were ready to leave you, or you left them. But either way, it wasn't a good thing, right? So they planned the ending of the relationship from when they set their eyes on you to gain power over you. The only way the narcissist was able to gain power over somebody is by coming, destroying your life, mashing up your finances, giving you kids, not providing for those kids, coming in and giving it, that's an excuse to be in and out your life, right? Okay. Right, 2 more. Law 32, play into people's fantasies. Again, this goes with love bombing. Like I said, think about everyone that you've dated. The narcissist played into that fantasy. And you can't tell me they didn't. They were charming. They were romantic. They were, I don't know how they knew, whether you told them or not, but they played into that fantasy, that Prince Charming, I'm coming to rescue you. You know, especially if you met them at a point where you was quite low and maybe you was going through a breakup when you met the narcissist. Maybe you was going through something mentally and the narcissist was there and they played in your fantasy. Okay, we're going to get married. We're going to have kids. We're going to move. We're going to travel the world. This is playing onto your fantasies. And like I said before, this works well with women because women fall in love with what we hear. Men fall in love with what they see. This is why the female narcissist spends so much effort and time onto how they look, onto their body, their physique, their looks, their hair. They know that what men see is everything. That's why it's so important they look good. For men, they make sure they know that they're saying the right things, that they're playing into your fantasies. You want to get married? I'm going to say, okay, let's get married. Let's have kids. Let's do this, let's do that. Playing onto your fantasies. That is what? Law 32. And my last law that I want to talk about is preach the need to change, but don't reform at once. Preach the need to change, but don't reform at once. Oh, I want to get a job. I want to be a better man. I want to be a better dad, but I have daddy issues. I want to get a job, but no one's hiring me. I want to lose weight, but my leg hurts. I broke my leg. Like, you guys need to understand, they've actually used, not all of them, certain laws in this book to abuse you, to abuse people, to get power over you. This is what they've done. And I've already read through the laws, so I'm not going to read through them again. Okay? But understand, like, I'm just going to flick through it. Court attention at all costs. They're attention seekers. Law number 3, conceal your intentions. What's the next one? Law 11, learn to keep people dependent on you. Law 14. Law 13, ask for help. Appeal to people's self-interest. Again. 14, pose as a friend, act as a spy. 15, crush your enemy. Like, come on. And you're telling me they did not read this book and they did not take these laws into consideration. They did not take these laws into consideration. And there's another book that I want to talk about, and that's The Art of Seduction. The Art of Seduction. And when I listened to that audiobook, I was like, yeah, there's certain books I'm sure that they read, or audiobooks that they listen to. I'm sure of it. Because the way that they gamed us, the way that they deceived us, this was a strategy. This was thought out. This wasn't just like, oh, they got with you and then they decided, oh, okay, I feel like I'm going to go for this girl now. No, that wasn't it. Okay. Okay, 9 Kiki says, mother-in-law gave me that once. Oh, what, the book? Was the mother-in-law a toxic person? And this is the thing, I'm not discredit. I think the book is really good. And the only reason I saw it in this way, because I'm like, I think this is really good for people who are really trying to, climb up the ladder. But when I actually looked at the laws, I'm like, what do you mean conceal your intentions, law 3? So I must not tell people what my intentions really are. Isn't that, I'm not saying he is a narcissist, and I'm not saying that the book is narcissistic. I'm just saying this can be used for bad. Son and mum are diagnosed. Okay, my example, you even proved your mother-in-law gave you this book, The 48 Laws of Power, because they are power hungry. What did you think, 9 Kiki, when you read the book, or at least read the laws? What came to your mind? This one here, right? This is a sneaky one. Law 13, ask for help, but appeal to people's self-interest. Like I said before, appear to people's self-interest. So you're not going to pay for the narcissist rent, but if you live together, you're going to pay for the rent for both of you, right? Okay, so because it's serving my interest, I'm going to do it, right? The Art of Seduction, Demon Time. I think I listened to that audiobook a long time ago, and I was just like this, shaking my head throughout the whole thing, like, what? Are you serious? The Art of Seduction. Woo! That's what I'm trying to tell. That's what I'm trying to tell you lot. There's an art to this. There's a strategy to this. There's a knack to this. This is real. This is real. This is not just. Why do you think everyone that has narcissistic partners or have been through what we've been through, their stories are too similar? We could be different races, different genders, different religions, but we have the same similar stories. It's crazy, right? Law 20, do not commit to anyone. That just proves that they never committed to us. You could have been married to them. You could have been in a relationship with them. Do not commit to anybody. Keep your options open. Don't have all your eggs in one basket. Like, if everybody knew about this book, read this book, followed this book, I don't know what would happen. I don't. Because most people want to be loyal and in a relationship, want to be married, have a family. We don't really want to not commit to anybody. We don't want to conceal our intentions. We want to let our intentions known. We don't want to, what else have we got here? Law 7, get others to do the work and take the credit. Because of that law there, I will never, I will collaborate with people with their business and my business. I will never do business with somebody in terms of like, I'm doing the work and they're going to go take the credit. Because I've seen it happen even in normal businesses, even a company I wanted to work for. I could see what boss was the actual one doing the work, and the one that was just taking the credit, sitting back, didn't know what the hell they were doing. Right? Play a sucker to catch a sucker. I feel like that hurt me. I don't know why I felt attacked with that law. I'm thinking, was I a bloody sucker? Because this guy acted like a sucker. I didn't call him a sucker. I just like, are you serious? Learn to keep people dependent on you. This is why they have babies with you. And then they don't pay for the baby. So you're forced to be dependent on them. The day that you say to that person, I don't want you to be a part of that child's life and I don't want your money, that's when they lose all power. They lose all power. So there's only a few here. Play the perfect courtier. Play the perfect, the love bombing, they are the perfect Prince Charming. Keep your hands clean. Law 26. Law 32. Play into people's fantasies. Like, are you guys listening to this? Like, are you really listening to this? These are the laws of power. And you can't tell me that they did not, even if they didn't read this book, they go by this book. It's power they wanted all along. You thought it was a relationship. You thought it was other things. No, it was power all along. And they teach us as girls, oh, make sure you don't give it up too soon. You get into a relationship, this, that, and the other. Why do you think they use the law, conceal your intentions? So they said, okay, let me get in a relationship with you to get whatever benefits they wanted out of the relationship. But they're not going to tell you that I've just told you we're in a relationship, but we're not in a relationship because I'm not committing to no one. They're not going to tell you that because it's not going to work. So what? The main one for me is conceal your intentions. They never told you what they really wanted, which was power over you. Because I feel like if they said I want power over you, you'd probably laugh and think it's a joke. What do you mean you want power over me? That don't make sense. Is there nothing else in life you want? Power over somebody else? Why me? Right? Law 4, guard your reputation. This is why the smear campaign is so important. It's to protect that law. Law 4, guard your reputation at all costs. Even if you have to lie, even if there's a collateral damage, you must do it. I think I'm literally going to look into the art of seduction next time. Because that one, I still feel like I need to read that and digest that a bit before I even come back on here and go through that. But the 48 laws of power, I see it literally all the time pop up. And I watch those videos where they summarize it and stuff. And I'm just like, I know people use it to climb up the ladder and to get what they need to out of life. But when you look at it as in a narcissistic perspective, you'll be shocked. You'll be like, conceal your intentions. That's what he did. Guard his reputation. That's what he did with the smear campaign. So even when I told the truth, no one believed me. Okay, cool. Court attention at all costs. This is why this guy or this girl is always attention seeking. Get others to do the work, take the credit. That's why if you decorated your house, he acted like he did that. If you cleaned your house, acted like he did that. Everything you did, they took credit for it. Learn to keep people dependent on you, because they're really dependent on you. What's that? Art of Seduction. In that book, they give you different characters to play. I've listened to it, but that's why I said I need to read it and dig deep on it, because it's a lot. It's definitely a lot with that one. What else have you got? Yeah, I've gone through everything already. The thing is, I still see the positives in this, right? Like, for example, what have we got here? Make people come to you as bait. Okay, I'm really trying to find a good example here. I'm trying to see it as a good way, but pose as a friend, act as a spy. I don't know how I could use that as a good thing, because I can't literally pose as a friend. Like, if I pose as a friend, I will end up being a friend. What am I spying on and spying for? What else we got? Yeah, that's all I've got to say about this. That's literally all I've got to say about this. But guys, let me know what you think of this book. Next book I'm not sure when I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna read through it. But The Art of Seduction is definitely a book I want to look into, and kind of dig into and see how they've used that. If you have any other books that you feel like narcissists have used to abuse people, please let me know. 9 Kiki, thank you for tuning in. Thank you everyone that's tuned in and liked the live. And if you have, like I said before, if you have any books, any content you have, send it on my email so I can bring some different content to you. All right. Thank you so much for watching my live, and I will see you soon. Bye.